And welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you could. Hope you're having a good day. You had a good week. Whatever you've been doing all week. We've been here. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, for a couple of hours. And it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on, but I have to pick and choose. So hopefully I pick and choose so that you find it informing, you find it helpful, you find it somewhat entertaining, hopefully. And entertaining doesn't mean being funny, right? Entertaining means getting people's attention, making it relevant, resonate with them. And that's right. I call it edutainment. Edutainment. Stephen whispered in my ear, infotainment. Edutainment. Yeah, that's what learning should be fun. Although some professors haven't caught on to that. I had a few of them. And I was one, but I always tried to, I don't know.
I always look for that aha moment when we do the show. That moment that makes me go, aha, you know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I learn stuff every day. There's not a day that I don't learn anything from walking away from here.
That's the nature of this show. I've experienced that every day for 13 and a half years.
Speaking of learning, I think it'd be fascinating to hear about your days as a professor when we get the time.
I do too. I think
when we have an open schedule, it's just you've got an amazing history, Doc, when it comes to being a professor, your trial jury work, and
I was taught for 25 years, Stephen. If you count graduate school, and then after 20 to 25 years, it's a long time. I miss that. I do. But this is a classroom of sorts. I enjoyed the students a lot. I did. And it's a difficult, that's a stressful environment. People don't realize, when you look at suicide rates among students, college students, and the stressors, it's a very stressful, it's very competitive, highly competitive. But it's a place where you have to give students a chance to grow and learn and try not to punish them. Learning should not be a punishment. And I didn't necessarily understand that when I first started teaching. But you catch on and you try to figure out how can you make it's sort of like doing this show. You never know what impact you're having, and you never know who's sitting out there in the classroom. I've had students sitting out there. If you knew their life story, if you knew what was going on with them, it's astonishing. And I learned early on, remember maybe not so early, that you shouldn't rush to judgment, make attributions, pigeonhole people, stereotype them. You just can't do that. It's an interesting, and it's a profession that everybody says, oh, education is so important, so important. All the politicians talk about it, and we're going to do something, but it's the stepchild of society. It never really does get funded the way it should. It never really does get the support that it needs. Professors aren't paid all that well. They're not. There were students that were going to graduate, were going to make, coming out of the blocks, 30, 40% more money than I was making.